Lions are superb hunters. Nearly all wild lions live in Africa, but one small population exists elsewhere. Nearly all wild lions live in Africa, below the Sahara Desert, but one small population exists around Gir Forest National Park in western India. Lions in West and Central Africa are more closely related to these Asiatic lions in India, than to those found in southern and East Africa. 2 male lions. Copyright Randy Feuerstein. 2 They can weigh 30 stone. On average, males weigh 190 kilograms, almost 30 stone, and females weigh 126 kilograms, almost 20 stone. They need this weight and power behind them to hunt large prey and defend their pride. Lion cub. Copyright Karen Paulson. 3 They start off spotty. Young lions have rosettes and spots on their sandy coats, but these generally disappear as they mature. A male lion. Copyright Richard Barrett/WWF UK. 4 males. Magnificent manes tell a story. Male lions grow impressive manes the older they get. These manes grow up to 16 centimeters long and are a sign of dominance. The older they get, the darker their manes go. As well as attracting females, their manes may also protect their neck and head from injuries during fights. Lionesses and cubs. Copyright Lisa Hagen. 5 cubs are reared together. A pride of lions is usually made up of related females and their cubs, plus a male or small group of males who defend their pride. The lionesses rear their cubs together and cubs can suckle from any female with milk. Lion cubs at water's edge. Copyright Richard Barrett/WWF UK. 6 Lions can get their water from plants. Lions are highly adaptable and can live in very dry areas like the Kalahari Desert. Here they get most of their water from their prey and will even drink from plants such as the tsama melon. Lion sleeping in a tree. Copyright Stephen November. 7 Lions are big eaters. Lions can eat up to 40 kilograms of meat in a single meal, around a quarter of their body weight. Their tongues have sharp pointed rasps, called papillae, which are used to scrape meat off the bones. Storm clouds over the Masai Mara. Copyright Greg Armfield/WWF UK. 8 They hunt during storms. Lions do most of their hunting at night as their eyes have adapted to the dark, and this gives them a huge advantage over their prey. They hunt more during storms as the noise and wind make it harder for prey to see and hear them. When hunting, lionesses have specific roles. Some play the role of center and others the role of wing. The wings chase the prey towards the centers. Lions in Tanzania. Copyright James Morgan/WWF US. 9 Lions are the only cats who roar together. Lions are the only known cat species where individuals roar together, with even young cubs joining in with their mews. The calling sequence usually lasts about 40 seconds. Prides often roar together to mark their territory. A roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Pride of lions. Copyright Kyle Isherwood. 10 There aren't as many lions as you'd think. There are thought to be as few as 23,000 lions left in the wild. When you think there are around 415,000 wild African elephants, you realize lion numbers are incredibly low. In fact, lions have disappeared from over 90% of their historical range. Nearly all wild lions live in Africa, but one small population exists elsewhere. Nearly all wild lions live in Africa, below the Sahara Desert, but one small population exists around Gir Forest National Park in western India. Lions in West and Central Africa are more closely related to these Asiatic lions in India, than to those found in southern and East Africa. 2 male lions. Copyright Randy Feuerstein. 2 They can weigh 30 stone. On average, males weigh 190 kilograms, almost 30 stone, and females weigh 126 kilograms, almost 20 stone. They need this weight and power behind them to hunt large prey and defend their pride. Lion cub. Copyright Karen Paulson. 3 They start off spotty. Young lions have rosettes and spots on their sandy coats, but these generally disappear as they mature. A male lion. Copyright Richard Barrett/WWF UK. 4 males. Magnificent manes tell a story. Male lions grow impressive manes the older they get. These manes grow up to 16 centimeters long and are a sign of dominance. The older they get, the darker their manes go. As well as attracting females, their manes may also protect their neck and head from injuries during fights. Lionesses and cubs. Copyright Lisa Hagen. 5 cubs are reared together. A pride of lions is usually made up of related females and their cubs, plus a male or small group of males who defend their pride. The lionesses rear their cubs together and cubs can suckle from any female with milk. Lion cubs at water's edge. Copyright Richard Barrett /WWF UK. 6 lions can get their water from plants. Lions are highly adaptable and can live in very dry areas like the Kalahari Desert. Here they get most of their water from their prey and will even drink from plants such as the tsama melon. Lion sleeping in a tree. Copyright Stephen November. 7 lions are big eaters. Lions can eat up to 40 kilograms of meat in a single meal, around a quarter of their body weight. Their tongues have sharp pointed rasps, called papillae, which are used to scrape meat off the bones. Storm clouds over the Masai Mara. Copyright Greg Armfield /WWF UK. 8 They hunt during storms. Lions do most of their hunting at night as their eyes have adapted to the dark, and this gives them a huge advantage over their prey. They hunt more during storms as the noise and wind make it harder for prey to see and hear them. When hunting, lionesses have specific roles. Some play the role of center and others the role of wing. The wings chase the prey towards the centers. Lions in Tanzania. Copyright James Morgan /WWF US. 9 lions are the only cats who roar together. Lions are the only known cat species where individuals roar together, with even young cubs joining in with their mews. The calling sequence usually lasts about 40 seconds. Prides often roar together to mark their territory. A roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Pride of lions. Copyright Kyle Isherwood. 10 There aren't as many lions as you'd think. There are thought to be as few as 23,000 lions left in the wild. When you think there are around 415,000 wild African elephants, you realize lion numbers are incredibly low. In fact, lions have disappeared from over 90% of their historical range. 2. Lions don't need to drink every day, but they do need to eat. Lions can go up to 4 days without drinking water, but if available, they will drink water every day. Lions do need to eat every day. Adult female lions need to eat about 11 pounds of meat each day, while adult males eat 16 pounds or more every day. While lions primarily prey on large herbivores such as zebra, wildebeest, and buffalo, they have been known to prey on smaller animals like mice, birds, hares, lizards, and tortoises. Female lions, lionesses, do most of the hunting. Lionesses are the primary hunters of the pride. They are smaller and more agile than males, and they use teamwork to bring an animal down. After a successful hunt, all the lions in the pride share the meal. But there is a pecking order, with the adult males eating first, followed by the lionesses and finally the cubs. The males protect both the pride and the pride's territory, which can extend up to 100 square miles, from competing prides and other predators. Anywhere from 85 to 90% of the hunting is done by the females in a given pride. 5. Lions do not live in jungles. Although lions are known as the king of the jungle, lions in Africa do not actually live in a jungle. Instead, their primary habitats consist of Africa's grasslands and plains. 3 of the 5 largest lion populations are found in the wide-open savannas of Tanzania. 6. Lions communicate in many ways. Lions communicate in different ways using sounds like roars, growls, moans, and grunts. Also, by leaving scent markings and through visual signals, such as the darkness of the mane. They also rub their heads on one another as an act of bonding and to spread the family scent. A lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away. This is a warning to other predators and to protect their territory from competing males, also to attract mating partners. 7. Female lions raise cubs together. Females in the same pride tend to give birth around the same time, which allows multiple litters to be raised together. Lionesses will take care of their cubs until they reach the age of 2 or 3. The mother then goes through estrus, heat cycle, and carries another litter. This is when the pride forces the male lion cubs and some of the female lion cubs out. They must now fend for themselves or find another pride. Male lions do not directly participate in the parenting, but they will protect the pride's cubs from danger. Did you know that lion cubs have 2 other names? Though they are usually referred to as cubs, lion babies have 2 other names, whelps and lionets. 8. More lion cub facts. When they are born, cubs are very small, and their eyes are closed until they are 2 to 3 weeks old. Even then, they cannot see properly for another few weeks. This is when they are vulnerable to attack from large birds, snakes, and even male lions. A lioness will keep her cubs hidden from other lions for around 6 weeks until they are old enough to follow the pride. Lion cubs are full of life and grow up playing with the other youngsters in the pride. They can be seen leaping, rolling, and gently biting. This type of play builds strength and family bonds. 9. Lions are the second largest cat on Earth. Only slightly smaller than the Siberian tiger, the lion is the second largest big cat, with a muscular, deep-chested body, short, rounded head, round ears, and a hairy tuft at the end of its tail. Unlike all other big cats that are solitary hunters, lions are social animals and live together in prides. Male lions can grow up to 10 feet in length and weigh up to 550 pounds, while female lions can grow to a length of 9 feet and weigh up to 390 pounds. 10. Lions once existed in Europe. To see lions in great numbers today, you must take a safari to eastern or southern Africa. But fossils and historical records show that lions once roamed across Egypt and northern Africa. Lions were also once found in Europe across most of Greece, Bulgaria, and their neighboring countries. From Africa, across the Middle East and into Asia, lions once existed in the wild in many other countries including Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan. Today, the only country outside of Africa that has wild lions is India, with a very small population surviving in and around the Gir National Park. 11. Lions can climb trees, if they have to. Most lions spend all their time on the ground, but in some parks across Africa they have learned to climb trees. Compared to leopards, they are not very graceful at climbing trees as they are not adapted for climbing. Most prides of lions do not climb trees, and big males are less likely to climb a tree because they are so heavy. The reason why lions climb or sleep in trees is to get away from pesky biting flies and insects on the ground. It can be cooler up in a tree, and they have a higher vantage point to see if any other animals are nearby. Lions may also be forced to climb a tree temporarily to try to escape from an angered herd of buffaloes. These special tree-climbing lions are most popular in Tanzania and Uganda. Queen Elizabeth National Park, Lake Manyara National Park, Lake Nakuru National Park, and Tarangire National Park are the best places to possibly see them. With that said, some lucky visitors to the Serengeti have seen lions in trees too. 12. Lions are under a threat. 3/4 of African lion populations are in decline. With only around 20,000 in the wild, they are officially considered vulnerable of extinction. Even though they are powerful and majestic, and have no natural predators, it is inconceivable that African lion numbers have fallen by over 40% in the last 30 years. The main threats to lions are loss of territory, lion/human conflict, and trophy hunting. As a traveler, you can do your part by traveling to national parks and game reserves that put resources toward protecting Africa's lions. By booking with Lion World Travel, you can be sure that you are helping to support lion conservation in Africa. For more information, read about our animal welfare policy. 12. Lions are under a threat. 3/4 of African lion populations are in decline. With only around 20,000 in the wild, they are officially considered vulnerable of extinction. Even though they are powerful and majestic, and have no natural predators, it is inconceivable that African lion numbers have fallen by over 40% in the last 30 years. The main threats to lions are loss of territory, lion/human conflict, and trophy hunting. As a traveler, you can do your part by traveling to national parks and game reserves that put resources toward protecting Africa's lions.